Wireless microphones. I've talked a lot about many different kits, I would say, but this one is probably the best option of the bunch for a few reasons. So if you were looking to save a little bit of money here and still get great quality, now this is exactly the route to go. Introducing the Nexili Voco wireless lav kit. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Before we continue, don't forget that I have a Twitch channel that you can go ahead and follow me on for live microphone reviews and much more than that. But you're also going to find my Instagram and a link to the Tech Summit Discord in the description. So come join the community because it is a pretty cool one. We've also opened up a Patreon as of late where if you join, you'll be automatically entered to win one tech gadget every month in our exclusive giveaways. Details to that are going to be down below. Don't forget to check out the description for everything. Now let's get right into the video. Now there's going to be quite a bit featured in this package, so why not just relax, sit back, and take a look at what's inside through this time lapse. The exterior design for these does consist of plastic, though we have some very small microphones and receiver that are very easy to hide for any of your films. The transmitters have a built-in microphone and a microphone jack for connecting the lavalier microphones directly to these. Now the receiver has both a microphone jack to be connected to your camera and a headphone jack for audio monitoring, which is always a welcome addition here. And now when it comes to the connectivity, these are instantly connected as well to the transmitter, which is an issue that I have had with other lavalier kits in the past, but this one does not let me down whatsoever. So this is going to be a pretty great kit that has always been reliable, so I actually want to get into the sound quality of this kit with the lav microphone on and with it turned off. Now, considering that this is a wireless microphone review, it's going to be pretty short, so yeah. Now I am speaking directly into the lavalier microphone while it's connected to this transmitter and then the receiver's right on the camera, of course. Now this is what it's going to sound like if you decide to use it like this, which most people will end up using it this way. Now, again, I have it plugged or clipped onto my collar here, and I do think that it delivers on pretty good results as it is, and I very much like the sound of this kit. And now don't forget that you could always make interviews or anything like that with a double setup, which I do strongly recommend, also because just having an extra microphone around could very much come in handy. So I do very much vouch for getting this kit in particular. Now testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is what this microphone is going to sound like if I were to use it just like this. I'm simply hanging on to it. Just as I mentioned earlier, there is a microphone that's right on top, so you don't have to use the lavalier portion if you really don't want to. Now, another way of using this, which is actually much more ideal, is by clipping this to your shirt. And then this way, you won't have to hold it or do anything of the sort at all while using this and still recording pretty good audio. So this is what this is going to sound like from this distance as I have it plugged onto my collar. Now, the battery life isn't exactly the highest, as I would say that I get maybe around 3 hours, which is fine, but if you're consistently using this kit, I would definitely consider carrying a portable charger to make sure that these are charged at all times. Now, maybe you just have a very long shoot day and you really need these microphones to work for you, so having ways of charging it along on the go will be extremely helpful. So yeah, this was a pretty short one, but I can very much recommend this kit. Now, when it comes to wireless lab kits, that's usually not really the case because a lot of them tend to be pretty similar. But in my opinion, I think that this kit is pretty darn good as it is, though the battery life maybe could be a little bit better in that regard, and I also don't like how the screen always dims itself after just a few seconds of having it on, because, it just doesn't look all that great on the B-roll. But either way, this is a pretty fantastic kit that you can use with your camera, with your phone, pretty much anything that you use to record, as long as it does have a headphone jack. Which means that if you are going to be using it for your phone, you probably do need a 3.5mm jack to USB-C or Lightning. So yeah, I say that as a heads up. But if you have a camera with a headphone jack, then you're pretty much good to go. So with that said, no, microphone jack. So with that said, highly recommended. And now if you're interested in getting this kit, then I will be making sure to leave links to Amazon down in the description. And if you end up using any of my links, then I do get a small commission that does help with the channel quite a bit. So I would appreciate that quite a bit. ABUNDA is also going to be a great tool to use in case you would rather finance these, because you don't need a credit card of your own whatsoever. It's just going to make it way easier for you, so links to that down below. And Luster is going to be another fantastic tool that you can use in order to help you find sales. It's a very easy to install browser extension that is most certainly non-intrusive. So again, links to all of this down below. Use any of these links, you'd be helping me out quite a bit. Now, I would love to give a very special thanks to the Tier 3 patrons, first and foremost. So that's going to be Omar, Joe Moss, and Sarah Wazel. Thank you so much for all of your support. And now on to the Tier 2s, which are going to be coming right up. And this is super important. I would just like to give a very special thanks to all of our patrons, which are going to be listed right here on the screen. Again, a massive thanks to you all for supporting us to help us create the kind of content that we bring to you on a day-to-day basis. And thank you so much for supporting the Tech Summit podcast as well. And just remember that if you would like to be a part of this community too, and then do make sure to check out the links to our Patreon, where you don't only get bonus episodes of our podcast, but you also get automatically entered into one of our monthly giveaways of a tech product that we have reviewed that is of at least $50 in value or higher. So links to that down below. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitch, where I do stream fairly often, or at least I will be streaming fairly often over there again pretty soon. I've been pretty jacked up with work, but I will be back soon. So with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you all later. Enjoy.